Darren, it's been done for a while. Just waiting to sort of get off furlough and whatnot to finally announce you stay at the club.
Yeah, it's sort of been probably 4 to 6 weeks since everything got agreed, and I was fully involved then with the coaching side and with the manager and Richie Beale and James Quinn. So been working away behind the scenes, but it's nice now that I can let people know that I'm staying.
And I think a lot of people are going to be pleased that you're remaining at the club. Was it much doubt in your mind that you were going to stay with Solihull was?
No, I think I had a good conversation with the gaffer and just talked about really where I was at in terms of if I wanted to continue playing, sort of the coaching side that I've been doing now alongside playing for the last sort of 3-4 years. Something that I'm extremely passionate about, and obviously with the lockdown, it gave me a good few weeks to have a good think about that and see if it was the right time for me to transition. So speaking to the gaffer and sort of seeing his plans and what he wants to do at the football club, and just knowing him previously, I felt very privileged that he gave me an opportunity to come in and work under him, work alongside Richie Beale and James Quinn. Obviously Quinn I know and Beale very well too. So for me as a young aspiring coach, I couldn't be in a better environment really. I couldn't ask for any more of a greater learning environment. So with all that considered, it was a pretty easy decision in the end.
Let's just touch on the coaching. You're still going to be registered as a player,
yep.
So ready when called upon, but is this now the transition of sort of your next step?
Yeah, and that's what I took sort of the most time over considering. Obviously I've been very privileged to have a long playing career and play for some fantastic clubs, some fantastic managers, coaches, played with some great players. So that was the kind of conundrum I was on. Do I start the transition now? And I think as you get older as a player, you start to think about the next phase. As I say, I was already doing the coaching alongside, and it just felt right that this would be the transition. So in terms of playing, obviously I won't close the book completely. I pride myself on keeping fit and healthy and ready if called upon. And I think with current climate, obviously on the back of the pandemic and everything, it's going to be a real hectic schedule. The volumes of games is going to come very thick and fast, so there may be injuries, there may be suspensions along the way, and if the gaffer needs me to fill in at some point, obviously I'll be ready.
The last few months, just personally for yourself, was it difficult to almost motivate yourself to get out and do those runs on your own and keep it almost going for the when we were in that lockdown period?
Yeah, I think it was for everybody. I know that here obviously we've got programmes in place, and the lads had the programmes all along the lockdown, and even post lockdown they're still doing a lot of stuff before they came in for pre-season. So from that viewpoint, we had everything there ready to go. It was just, as you say, motivating yourself to get out there and do it. So but yeah, I pride myself on keeping fit anyway, and it kind of structured my days, if anything, knowing that I could get out and do the fitness stuff. So it was sort of a tough period for a lot of people, but I think if you sort of took time out and sort of seen where you were, career wise, life wise, it could have been a real good period for you.
Pre-season training now well underway, and you've thrown yourself into it really, haven't you, with firstly in coaching?
Yeah, the gaffer again and has given me lots of opportunities to be out on the grass and coaching, taking little bits and bobs here and there, but just being in and around the three guys, the three top coaches, so just learning from them, day in day out, the ins and outs, their experiences, and their expertise. The gaffer is super detailed. He's a top coach. His reputation precedes him, so for me to be working under that, I've had a lot of people say to me I'm very fortunate. So just trying to take it all in, learn day by day, develop, get better, and as I say, these last sort of 6 weeks I've felt my levels as a coach go up probably 50%.
I think some of the fans might be interested to get some insight into the new signings. You've been close up and around them. Have they impressed?
Yes, the lads have been fantastic from day one. Again, we talk about sort of how difficult it's been to try and keep fit and stay in condition. The lads have done a great job of that, and the new signings have come in and really gelled well with the lads who are already here. They're a great bunch, they really are, and I know that the recruitment side has been to bring in that kind of personality, that kind of player. So yeah, we've got some great characters, some leaders on and off the pitch that are really going to drive the team forward this year, and you need that. The gaffer's obviously creating a winning environment, and I think that the lads are buying into that. So if you get both sides pushing in the right direction, then it's a recipe for success.
All the foundations are in place as well in terms of off the field and plenty of quality on the pitch. Is it now when the season starts we've got to take it game by game, but really aim for that promotion at the end of the season?
Yeah, the aims this season obviously are to push towards the EFL. That's the message. We want to get this club into the Football League. Again, the chairman and everybody, Craig Cope, have put great things in place for us in terms of the foundations and what's needed. The training ground now, the training facilities looking fantastic, the pitches and facilities there. Obviously everyone sees now how the ground's developed and everything, so there's no excuses now from our side. We've got to go out there and produce on the football field. So it's great to see how far the club has come in such a short span, but expectation obviously rises with that. The lads are totally motivated to push this club forward.
Let's just touch upon the other duty, the ambassadorial role. You've sort of held it for the time you've been here at the club anyway, but you're really interested in media career as such, and really getting out to that local community and spreading that word. Yeah,
obviously I'm from Solihull, so anything that I can do to give back in the community. Obviously I have a lot of friends and family that live in the area, and a lot of connections around Solihull, so it's great if I can go out and see them and help local businesses, bring them together with the club as well, because at the end of the day we want this to be a hub for the community. We want people to be proud of the football club, want to come down and watch the team, and obviously the football club wants to be out there in the community, doing good things, helping people. So if I can help facilitate that and help in any way, that's what I'm going to do.
And just finally, in terms of the playing side of things, it's 500 career plus appearances. It's not quite the end, is it, for Darren Carter?
No, I won't close the book just yet. The boots will still be there ready if needed, and again, as I say, over the pandemic I've had a long sort of think and reflection really on the career that I've had. I've been very, very fortunate. I've reached out to a lot of past managers and coaches that I've had, ex-players now who've since retired as well, so just getting a gauge really for how they transitioned, but I still feel good physically, and if I can impact and help the team in any way if needed, then I will do.